Warner Brothers Games is restructuring around its core franchises. I feel like this is also a trend. Ubisoft also said the same thing. It seemed like these companies like this are realizing, or I don't even feel like it's realizing at this point, because there have been so many mistakes, there have been so many L's centered around the types of decisions that these companies have been making, and it took them a little bit too long to figure out that, hey, people just like certain games. Only these games here have had success. Sorry, y'all. So now Warner Brothers is going to make some changes. After bleeding all that money, over game like Suicide Squad and Multiverses and even Mortal Kombat to an extent, man, it's been bad. He said they want to rush our. Yeah, I don't know. We're gonna see what they want to do. So, it said they're going to focus on franchises like Mortal Kombat, Batman, and Harry Potter, of course. They definitely gonna make another Harry Potter. That's 100% for certain, because that was technically their last actual successful game in the past couple of years. What are their flagship IPs? Yeah, as I said, so Mortal Kombat, Batman, and now Harry Potter. Those are the three. Those are the three. So it says here, they're gonna create new divisions surrounding Harry Potter, Mortal Kombat, oh, Game of Thrones too, which we haven't seen anything with Game of Thrones. They could easily make Game of Thrones like Shadow of Mordor. They could very easily make Game of Thrones like Shadow of Mordor, say, and a DC universe. So I guess that's again really just Batman, really just Batman. So the new divisions will see Warner Brothers Games Montreal studio head Yves Lachance oversee the Harry Potter and Game of Thrones franchises, while NetherRealm studio head Sean Hembrick will lead the DC and Mortal Kombat franchises. Also moving into the new role is Warner Brothers Games New York studio head Stephen Flinneroy, who is the senior vice president and central tech. Blah blah blah. All three executives will report to Warner Brothers Discovery CEO Global Treatment and Game is JB Perrette. So yeah, basically again, they're doing a lot of restructuring, and they're going to focus on Harry Potter, Mortal Kombat, Game of Thrones, and the DC universe. So anything outside of that looks like they're probably not going to make any games. Let's hope. Like I said, I don't want Warner Brothers to go belly up, but at the same time, um, Warner Brothers have done a lot of bad over these past few years. They've done a lot of bad, and I just want them to get it together. Either get it together or sell these IPs. You know, either get it together or sell these IPs. Because I don't want it to just be Warner Brothers just no more, and we just get no more Batman, nothing else around the DC, no more Mortal Kombat, no more Harry Potter. Game of Thrones I could care less about, but you know, no, yeah, I mean we're not getting no more Shadow Mordor, so that sucks. It really sucked. But like I said, I'm hoping that if they're gonna do Game of Thrones, that they could just make that like Shadow Mordor, just do it. So that's that. My bad, y'all. A lot of flam, like Jesus Christ. All right. You say you'll get your take it though, even though you don't care for. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I'm hoping. I don't know what Game of Thrones stuff that they're going to do, but it is what it is. More news. They show they agree with Shadow War. They can keep that series. Yeah, unfortunately, it was a terrible, terrible business model. Marathon got delayed by Bungie, which we we sort of already knew was coming, because there's a lot of mixed reviews after that alpha. A lot of mixed reviews after that alpha. So the Bundy announced that the upcoming Extraction Shooter Marathon had been delayed, originally scheduled to release on September 23rd. Yeah, I remember this was around my birthday. The game's launch had been pushed back, but a new date had not been announced yet. They made a post on the official website, and it said the alpha test created an opportunity for us to calibrate and focus on the game, and will make it uniquely compelling. Survival under pressure, mystery, and lore around every corner. Raid like in-game challenges and Bungie's genre-defining FPS combat. We're using the time to empower the team to create the intense, high-stakes experience that a title like Marathon is built around. This means deepening the relationship between the developers and, again, most important, voices are our players. So, as you know, along with the mixed response around the gameplay itself, they also dealt with the AI. Well, not the AI, sorry, because I want to rephrase that. The stealing of assets from another artist that they used in their game. So it was a whole mess. They had to go on stream and try to explain it as best as they could, but it was pretty terrible. That stream as well. So they had their whole controversy on top of that. So it was just a lot of negativity around this game itself. So I feel like it was inevitable for them to not still stick to this September 23rd date. So good for them. Hopefully they can get it together. Like I said, I don't ever want a game to fail. I want a lot of these games to succeed. I don't want anybody to lose their jobs. I want it to be something to play for everybody. So to continue here on the blog post, so the next few months, the developers will have more closed testing to make fixes and add new features to the game. The key points: they want to up the survival game. They want to add more challenges and engaging AI encounters, more rewarding runs with new types of loot and dynamic events, making combat more tense and strategic. They want to double down on the universe. They want to increase visual fidelity, more narrative and environmental storytelling to discover and interact with, a darker tone that delivers on the themes of the original trilogy. The game looked too cool to be a live service game. Yeah. Adding more social experiences, a better player experience for solo/duos, and proximity chat. Oh my god, I cannot tell you how many times I've heard people complain about the lack of proximity chat in the alpha. So they do say that it's coming. Proximity chat definitely should have been in there, from the very beginning, but it wasn't. So now they said that it's going to come here. Okay, so there you go. Yeah, a lot of live service stuff is not the most friendly. Not the most friendly. And like I said, it's a lot of people competing for your time. A lot of people in games competing for your time. Has Bungie ever had proximity chat? Yeah, I mean, it was a Halo. It was a Halo. But it was I think it was when you killed somebody or you died. Like, I used to hear people. I don't know about Destiny though. I don't know about Destiny because I never played it like in that capacity. So I don't know. Yeah, I used to be hearing people cursing me out when I killed them. I used to be hearing it. All right. Xbox confirmed it's working with AMD on next gen consoles. So partnership has been forged with Xbox and AMD. Sarah Bond announced that they have a strategic multi-year partnership with AMD to go engineer silicon across a portfolio of devices that includes the next gen Xbox consoles. Says together with AMD, we're advancing the state of art and gaming silicon to deliver the next generation of graphic innovation to unlock a deeper level of visual quality and immersive gameplay and player experience. Yeah, we team AMD over here. Enhanced with the power of AI, all while maintaining compatibility with your existing library of Xbox games. So let's watch this real quick. It's a short, minute trailer.
At Xbox, our vision is for you to play the games you want with the people you want, anywhere you want. That's why we're investing in our next generation hardware lineup across console, handheld, PC, cloud, and accessories. I am thrilled to share we've established a strategic multi-year partnership with AMD to co-engineer silicon across a portfolio of devices, including our next generation Xbox consoles, in your living room and in your hands. Together with AMD, we are advancing the state of art in gaming silicon to deliver the next generation of graphics innovation to unlock a deeper level of visual quality and immersive gameplay and player experiences enhanced with the power of AI, all while maintaining compatibility with your existing library of Xbox games. This is all about building you a gaming platform that's always with you, so you can play the games you want across devices anywhere you want, delivering you an Xbox experience not locked to a single store or tied to one device. That's why we're working closely with the Windows team to ensure that Windows is the #1 platform for gaming. The next generation of Xbox is coming to life, and this is just the beginning. We can't wait to show you what's next.
So there I go. Shout out to Sarah Bond. Shout out to Sarah Bond. She's dope. She's dope. It's Xbox to cook, and they trying to. They trying to. I love how forward facing Xbox has been over the past like 5, almost 10 years now, but definitely over the last 5. You're telling people Windows are gonna take over, and they're trying. They're really trying here. So they're making a lot of moves, making a lot of pushes. All right, then finally, speaking of Xbox and the Microsoft ecosystem, Claire Obscure Expedition 33. If you haven't played it yet, I don't know what you're doing. Please play it. It is my game of the year. I don't think any game's going to take that throne this year. But we get a tease of new content and other improvements. People want DLC. I am one of those people. I want something else. I want to continue playing this game. So nothing confirmed, but they said that they might be in a DLC or a major update in the future. And the developers have confirmed, but they did confirm it, that they are working on a range of new improvements and content. So, they said, through an official post on X, Expedition 33 confirmed that they are figuring out new content. The devs are exploring future improvements, including accessibility features, new content, expanded localization options, and all sorts of bits and bobs. Interesting wording there. However, they do not currently have any specific timelines or confirmed languages to share. So they're going to get more languages, which is awesome. So more people can play the game in their local language, and all sorts of bits and bobs. So we're going to see. But whatever they have cooking, I'm all for it. Whatever they have cooking, I'm all for it. Cannot wait.